We're in today with the GTX 570. This is a 2010 video card from EVGA with 480 shaders. It's got 1.2 gig of VRAM, GDDR5 Samsung, running at 767 MHz on the core clock and 975 MHz on the memory clock. It's got 320 bits bus width, DirectX 11 support, and today we're gonna pair it up with this i5 2699 V4 with 22 cores and 22 threads with hyper-threading disabled. This is a very old video card. This is the most important thing that I want to point out today, 2010, and we need to take this video card in a couple of games and see how it holds. So let's jump in. The most important question is, does it run Crysis? You know, everything is maxed out here in this occasion with 1080p, but I have only 48 FPS. In order to keep this video card from not crashing, I have to put the video card on 750 MHz on the core speed. You can actually see it was nearly 800 MHz and 750. I mean, I don't think it would have been a big difference, but I just wanted to point it out because every single time I let this video card boost and go to high frequency, it's just crashing and it's going to die. Literally, this video card, it's at the edge, like here, like me here, it's at the edge and it's gonna clap. Seriously, it's gonna die, it's gonna crash, artifact or something like that. Regardless, I want to squeeze the life out of it. And the best thing I can do is jump in Crysis and max out everything and see how it's doing. Seriously, but it crashed, and I have to put the voltage on 950 instead of 1.1 in order to keep the core on not self-destructing. But in Crysis here with maximum details, I got 40 FPS on average, 1.2 gig of VRAM utilization, maximum load on the video card. It's good, you know. The whole idea of a GTX 570, it's kind of cool, you know. It's, of course, when it's working. It's Battlefield, high details, 1080p, and I still get 70 FPS on average. I mean, the core is maxed out, 1.2 gig of VRAM utilization. The game looks spectacular, you know. Even today, look how many people are online. This is a game that is still working today, and there's a lot of people. Do remember, this game supports SLI, this game supports Crossfire, this game runs with your old hardware. Why would you want to play a game that is butchering your computer? I wanted to play a game that actually works on a video card like this and that doesn't have any problems. But in this situation, you can see the video card is doing the job, the system is doing the job. I mean, I have no problem on utilizing the CPU. I mean, the CPU is doing a fantastic work here with only 7.7 gig of system RAM being utilized. 20% load on the CPU with 37 degrees. I mean, that IO pump is doing the job. So yeah, I like it. I like this performance idea. But if we're jumping in Dota with this video card, I have 1080p with maximum details. This is not the right way to play Dota with a video card from 2010. You know, I don't even know. 2010 was Dota was on 1080p with maximum details. I say it again, is giving me 50 FPS. If I want to put lower details, I will get more FPS. But in this situation, I got nearly 1.1 gig of VRAM utilization. The core, I took 40 MHz from it in order to keep the video card not crashing, is doing a fantastic job with 54-56 degrees on the temperature. It's an ideal situation just in case you want to play Dota, you know. There's a lot of options, you know, in order to put more FPS. Let's try. If I put everything on low details, I just put the slider and drag it down, you can actually see it's only utilizing 250 watts consumption from this computer. But at the same time, I got only 35% load on the video card, 590 megabytes of VRAM utilization. That means the CPU is doing the job. I got 12.4 gig of system RAM being utilized in order to get this amount of FPS. So 240, it's a maximum FPS this game can do. But in a team fight, look at this, 85, 90 FPS on average, and the load on the video card is reaching 90%. In some situation, you know, 630 megabytes of VRAM utilization. So all in all, if you put this video card on low details with the system, you're gonna get hundreds of FPS, and if you are going in a team fight, you have a high chance on actually playing the game properly, because you managed to see it dropped only to 70-80 FPS average. Let's see how it's running in War Thunder. I put the game on low details, not on minimal, on low details to see how the game is holding. It's very important to give the chance to the video card in order to see how it's performing. I can put higher details, you know, I'm gonna get the same load on the video card nearly, but I will get only a couple of FPS. Seriously, it's not worth it. So in this situation with low details, that is some kind of high-end performance mode, because you can actually see it's got a lot of details in the game. It's doing a fantastic work. 100 FPS, 300 watts consumption from the wall with this video card in this computer, and 97% load on the core of the video card. It's doing okay, you know, it's being utilized. 1.1, nearly 1.2 gig of VRAM utilized. So I will call this a big win from this video card. The moment I said you're doing fantastic. Okay, so I put 30 megahertz lower on the core because it was crashing. I think it's from the core of the video card, but it doesn't matter. In this situation, I still got the same FPS. It's dropping a little lower the moment I engage other players. So in this case, I will say it's okay. You know, it's not that bad. If we're jumping in Metro with this video card, you're gonna see that on maximum details, this video card barely holds the game. Seriously, I think I have to lower the details in order to play this game. I got look at this, maximum performance from this video card, and it's barely holding with 30 FPS. I mean, 720 megahertz on the core. Do you think it's influencing the performance? Maybe I will have got 30 FPS or 40, who knows. I think I still have a 570, and I want to see how that video card is performing here, seriously, because if that is the case, that this 70 megahertz on the core speed it's influencing this much, and I'm gonna say, you know what, yeah, this video card is a dude. It's not okay how it's performing in the game, you know. 1.2 gig of VRAM utilization, so that is a clue that the video card is being bottleneck here with the VRAM. I have no chance on actually playing the game because yeah, I need faster core in this situation. Mad Max is one of those games that knows how to utilize this video card. It's very good to use this game as a, how should I say, as an SLI and crossfire stress test. Seriously, it's doing a fantastic job when it comes to old relics like this, you know. Maximum core load, 1.2 gig of VRAM utilization, and I got with maximum details 40 nearly to 50 FPS. This is okay, you know, considering the video card that I have, considering the settings I have. I mean, maximum details on 1080p. Mad Max is doing a fantastic job in order to, how should I say, utilize this video card properly, you know. 300 and nearly 30 watts consumption from the computer, from the wall. I mean, the whole thing is fantastic, and it shows me that if you had another video card like this in SLI, you know, in two-way SLI, it would have been much better. Imagine maybe three-way SLI. Does it support? Yes, it's supporting three-way SLI, maybe, you know, even four-way SLI with 570s, who knows. In this case, the game is doing a fantastic job. The system, it's being utilized in this case with nice performance. I mean, 40-50 FPS, because if I lower the quality, then you can play the game with hundreds of FPS and it will be much better. But I just wanted to show you high details, how it's working with this 570. On the other hand, in Space Marines, if you want to play the game with this 570 with 1080p maximum details, you're gonna get 320 watts consumption from the computer, you know. I got 98% load on the core of the video card, 400 megabytes of VRAM. That's actually good. That shows me the core of the video card, it's actually enough in order to get 130 FPS on average. I mean, the game is fantastic, you know. So with this occasion, with maximum details, you can see that the utilization, it's appropriate for the video card, you know. It's doing the job. The video card is doing the job. It's enough. The system, it's enough. And only 4.4 gig of system RAM utilized from the computer in order to get this monster of the computer running like this, you know. This is awesome, and there is no problem on actually utilizing a video card like this. But if we're jumping in Black Ops 2 with this video card, that is the right game that needs to be added on a video card like this. 1.2 gig of VRAM utilization, maximum core load with maximum details on 1080p. I will say this is actually adequate performance when it comes to this video card. The game is doing fantastic in this occasion with maximum load. It's giving me hundreds of FPS. It's utilizing 300 watts in order to deliver this performance. But if you're interested on higher performance, you can put this video card with better performance by lowering the graphics in the game, you know. It is a decent performance even with maximum details, but like I said, if you have a high frequency refresh rate monitor, you can put it on to, let's say, medium details or something. You can reduce some effects here in the game. The system doesn't have any problem in this case with this quality, with this resolution, but it's definitely an interesting performance from this 570, you know. I think the video card is nice. 1.2 gig of VRAM, in some cases it's enough, you know. If you put the right games, this video card can actually do the job, you know. But you cannot go too far from 2010, you know. If you're interested on playing some games that actually have a decent performance, I think you have to have only a couple of years in between 2010. See, in this case I got 797 megahertz on the core clock because I reset MS Afterburner on that adjustment. It's not fair, you know, but I do not condemn the video card because it's old, you know. 14 years old video card, it's a lot, you know. And dragging 70 megahertz from the core just to hold the video card in a couple of games today online, it's okay. The video card managed to earn its place. Today's performance was very interesting. Even if the experience was a little handicap on the core speed, I still managed to like it. I still managed to like the series because there is something weird with this 2010, with this Fermi video cards. Seriously, it's like I don't need more than this, if it makes any sense. You know, I can play a couple of games, managed to see Dota. I know this video card can do World of Tanks, but I managed to see War Thunder, how it was doing, and it was doing actually a fantastic work. There's a lot of games that I will really like to play, and I don't need more than a video card like this. Seriously, it's very weird. It's very, very weird. Regardless, I like the video card. I like how it managed to perform today. And if you have any suggestion for this video card or for this system, leave a comment and I will see you very soon.